Hello and welcome to the College Essays presentation. All resources utilized in this presentation are cited at the end for your reference. At any time, please feel free to pause the presentation to take notes or seek a resource. College Essays from start to finish. What is the significance of the college essay? Basically, the college essay is a chance for students to share who they are and what they will bring to a campus community. It's the one chance, unless a student is going to a school with an interview process, that they will really get to speak to the admissions office. College officers are looking for who is this person? Will this person contribute something of value to our campus? And can this person write? This is truly a thinking task for students, not a writing task. Strong writers can struggle with writing a good college essay if they rush into it or are too focused on the product and not on themselves. This is an opportunity to offer a college's understanding of who a student is, not what they have done. So a lot of times students want to know, how much does the essay truly matter? Grades are the #1 predictor of college admissions. 80% of colleges say that this is of the utmost importance when they are looking to admit a student. So that may mean that an essay doesn't count for as much as a student would like. However, if you are a highly qualified student and you fit the profile of a school, and it's compared between you and another highly qualified student, this may be enough to tip you into the positive rather than have you sitting in the no pile. A lot of students come to me and ask, well, what do I even write about? And often they are too focused on the what and not the who, which is them. So there are a lot of good resources out there. Again, they are sorted at the end of this presentation, but one of the big ones tells them to take some time to brainstorm, to figure out about themselves before they even try writing an essay. So basically, you want students to think about, what does a college not already know about them from their application? So how can they tie this into the prompt? What do they care about? What does that experience mean to you? How did it shape you? Making it personal, thinking about a trait or characteristic that you really want a college to know about you, and then coming up with a situation that highlights that trait. Oftentimes, it just needs to be a very brief moment in time. It does not have to recount your entire life story. Examples I have given to students are cooking with a family member, a road trip, something mundane. Colleges often are looking for the small moments and the lessons learned in those little moments. Again, the point is to show growth, reflection, and solid writing skills, and making sure that it actually sounds like you. And the biggest thing is to make sure you answer the question that the essay is presenting. So remember, the reflection is personal to the student, something that has meaning to you no matter what that is. Do not have your parents write your essay. Only have 2 people read your essay and ask them what they got out of it. They are not to critique your style or your grammar. Here are some examples of how to break down the prompt to figure out, now that you know what you want colleges to know about yourself, how do you get that information into an essay form? So what is the college asking and why are they asking this? And then asking yourself, what happened and why does it matter? So this is what happened to you and why does it matter? So what is the purpose? Making a list of things readers can find out about you from your application, and then possibly listing your best characteristics. So choosing which prompt, what is it trying to find out about you? What do readers already know about you? And what do you want them to know? And then to the right are just some common examples of how to break down different essay prompts to maybe make it a little easier for students to brainstorm how to answer those questions. How to personalize it and make it yours. Be self-centered. This essay is entirely about you. Even if you are writing about an experience with your family or your best friend, make sure you are focusing on yourself and not so much on the best friend or your family member. Go very deep into a specific instance. Don't go into a broad account of many instances that follow this particular characteristic or trait. Find your voice. Write how you speak. Reflect your personality. Are you brash and loud, quiet and introspective, funny? Make sure that comes across in your writing. Be honest. Don't create a story. Don't create an instance. Be accurate and coherent. Be vivid. Tell a story. I often use the example of a favorite movie or a favorite scene. Particularly the movie Up really strikes to me what it means to be a good storyteller. In 2 minutes with no dialogue, you fully understand an entire couple's life story. How can you do that with your essay in 650 words or less? The why, which is the learning or the insight you as the student gain, is more important than the what, which is the experience you went through to get there. Here are the prompts for the Common Application this year. Please pause to take a moment to read them. Remember that this is the minimum essay requirement. Many schools on Common App will also want you to write an essay specific to their school. Here are the prompts for Coalition this year. Please pause to take a moment to read them. Remember that this is the minimum essay requirement. Many schools on Coalition will also want you to write an essay specific to their school. Here are some mistakes you should never make when you write your essay. Waiting until the last minute. It is recommended that you start the summer before senior year if you can. If you feel like you will be able to crank a solid college essay out over a weekend the day before it's due, you're not doing it right. Going over the word count. You can absolutely go under the word count. If 650 words is the maximum and you only write 400 and you get your point across in those 400 words, that is an effective essay. Do not feel as though you have to fill that entire space. Again, think about how you write and how you communicate. Neglecting to read the directions. What is this essay asking me? And making sure that you really are looking between the lines on what they're asking for. Letting your parents take the lead or writing your essay for you. Colleges can absolutely tell the difference between a 17 or 18-year-old writing an essay and your parents writing your essay. Hitting submit without proofreading. If you're using Microsoft Word or any writing software, there should be some basic things built into that. Again, you can have people look over it just to make sure your message is coming across and look for small slips, but you still want to make sure that you are the one originating this essay. Repeating yourself, that is why there is a word limit, so you don't keep saying the same thing over and over again. Giving colleges what you think they want. This is a big one that I hear from students. They want to try and fit themselves into a particular mold because they feel like that will be what a college is looking for. And to me, I would question them on why would you want to fit yourself, who is a round peg, into a square hole if that is truly not the type of student that you are. That is why looking at the essays and the topics and how colleges are asking when you're doing those applications, because they are seeking a specific student with the type of questions they may be asking. So if you do not feel like that is the type of student that you are, then this may not be a school that is a good fit for you. And then writing a one-size-fits-all essay. Writing one essay to submit to all colleges, they're going to know. They are going to be able to pick up and know that you wrote this in a general term and that it really has nothing to do with their university It's just kind of your general straightforward way of communicating, but not anything specific. And they are going to look at that negatively, and that could absolutely impact your admission. Here's a list of information sources that I use to create this. The first one, How to Write an Effective College Application Essay, is a book that I utilized and purchased this year. They also do have a student and parent version. It is $10 on Amazon. Maybe you can share one with your friends. College Essay Guy is an excellent resource. He is entirely free. He writes an entire blog. How to Write a College Essay. This was a good news article that had some good, straightforward points. And the only 4 college essay writing tips you'll ever need was written by somebody at Tufts University, which is considered a very selective college. And they just gave some good writing tips that I thought were pretty straightforward and helpful to students. So if you need to take a screenshot of this, or if you want to pause and then highlight or utilize these for your future planning, please go ahead. As always, you can talk to your student's school counselor about assistance with essay writing. I would love to say our English teachers as well, but they get very overwhelmed. So if you're going to do that, please get to them early, probably junior year, instead of waiting until senior year when all of your essays are coming due in the fall. I hope you guys found this as an excellent resource. If you have any feedback, please let us know. Thank you so much, and as always, go Lions.